A must for all NaNoWriMers. I should mention that I moved from one apartment to another the last week of June into July. What ended up happening was my move-in got completely botched, so I ended up having a window of 1 day to move all of my belongings, and then I also had to deal with the repercussions of the move-in getting completely messed up. I had to hire new workers, I had all sorts of issues going on, then furniture deliveries were really far off between when they were supposed to be here, and so I was dealing with quite a bit the first week of July. So to say my NaNoWriMo got off to a really odd, bad start is an understatement. It has been quite difficult getting back on track because it's really hard to account for things that are completely out of your control. So my NaNoWriMo writing word count, I feel as if I set the goal too high for the month of July, so now I'm going to be playing catch up for majority of the month, so I'm going to have to keep you up to date on how that goes. So today's writing was a little bit different than previous writing days because I was looking back on my previous entries or my previous days, and I realized that I had an altercation or a discussion too soon in the plot, so now I need to go back and move it later on, and so I think I need to go back and edit and make a lot of revisions, and so I think I just made a lot of work for myself, but I want to make sure that the end product is the best that it can possibly be, so I think it is going to be wise for me to spend the next couple of days editing or revising and adding a few words here and there. So I'm going to try and make the most of my writing time, but also make it the best that it can be. I am very well aware of the fact that now I'm going to be a few days behind because it's going to take me a little while to edit and make all the revisions that I need to make to get to the point where I want to be at, so I think I'm now in for a longer writing process. I've done several online writing classes for Writer's Digest, and so every 3 weeks there would be a 10,000 word assignment due. I would then take 2 weekends, so 2 days at the end of 1 week and then 2 days at the end of another, and spend just 4 days writing. And so all day I would just write. That is a very different experience versus writing every day. Writing every day requires you stay motivated, whereas when I had the 2 weekends, I knew I would be done after the end of the 2 days. It's a very different writing experience right now. I am super curious how people stay motivated to write every day, because for me, I always needed inspiration to write, and it's very difficult to find inspiration on a daily basis. I know the quote by Jack London about finding inspiration every day at 9 a.m. I know exactly what he's referring to, and it's not exactly easy. I mean, I know I'm no Jack London, but still. In addition to being physically draining because I'm waking up early to do my words, it's also emotionally draining. It's also emotionally draining because you're not sure if it's turning out the way you want. I am awake and I need coffee, and all I have is tea. I knew I had a lot of work to do today, and so I woke up especially early to get some writing done, so let's see how this goes. I do have some amazing news to share with everyone. I'm officially a NaNoWriMo winner. I pledged to do 50,000 words for the month of July 2016. I ended up doing 57,000 for the month of July 2016. I am very pleased with the progress of my writing this month, and now I have the very lovely fun part of editing. So wish me luck on editing my results from NaNoWriMo. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and as always, have a great reading day.